Welcome to a room that you are definitely in no way, shape, or form acquainted to whatsoever. But most notably, it houses this thing, which is the subject herein of this Tinker Tuesday. Now this Tinker Tuesday will be the epitome of just simply tinkering with what we have here. Because honestly, this bike really doesn't need anything. There's nothing that needs to be done to it parts-wise, nothing's worn out, everything's brand new, and it is performing exactly the way it's supposed to. The one thing that it is not doing is being mine. I've done nothing to it since the day that I bought it to make it fit, to make it be mine, to really do anything to it at all. And it's not like I have anything to replace on it, but I do have some qualms with where everything is laying. Now, as a bike guy, I sort of admittedly put a very low emphasis on what you would consider traditional fit methods. But that is not to say that I don't put some sort of effort into fit. It's just, I don't use tape measures. I don't write down what my saddle height is. I don't write down really anything. I don't write down reach. I don't write down anything. And I think it mostly stems from the fact that I pretty much assemble from scratch every single one of my bikes. And that's bikes built from the frame up and also things that come out of the box. That is a very opportune time to be building, trying, testing, and seeing if you like where everything's at. And then finalize everything when you know that you're happy. Case in point, pretty much all of my bikes that I've built fall into a very similar measurement for reach. About 27 inches. 27 inches. 26 and a half. 27. And they all, as they should, have the same saddle height. But this thing has a reach of 29 inches. Those 2 inches, which my numbed leg from the last long ride I had on this would say, make a difference. Actually, you know what? I know a few of you are just dying to see this thing. So before I actually get into just undoing a couple of bolts and moving some stuff around, let's just take a minute to look at it. Yeah, enough drooling, there's a lot of work to be done. And by a lot of work, I mean maybe 7 bolts. Now, the biggest problem, the one that I want to fix most urgently, is actually just the lever placement on the bar. I'm more of a cross gravel guy, so levers that are pointed down, they don't really do it for me. Now, something I learned for those of us who are maybe a little bit OCD about where the lever placement on your bar is just to take a ruler, go to the end of the bar, and measure where the lever lines up to, which is 9 1/8 on this side, 9 1/8 on this side. You don't have to worry about this so much with these Envy bars because they actually have a knurled sort of carbon area here that's a little more gritty for the lever to actually hold on to, so you don't have to over tighten it to destroy them. And you can actually see where it ends, and you can make a really good estimate basically using it instead. But it is nice to just have that confirmation and have that peace of mind that you know your levers are going to be exactly the same, probably. Okay, now that the levers are in a spot that I'm very much used to, I think that this could probably go. Here, the length doesn't seem like it's nearly as much of an issue. I think the lever position might have actually been my only real problem. Although, I do seem to be having problems getting along with that power saddle. Now, I'm hoping that by lowering the stem a little bit more, that it alleviates that a little bit, but if it doesn't, that thing's gotta go. Just kidding. Proprietary top cap doesn't have a proprietary spacer to go with it to just move it to the other side of the stem. And I really don't feel like cutting a steer tube tonight. You know what's wild? That bought me a little better than an inch, just moving the levers up a little bit higher to the spot where I like them. I'm kind of starting to think that I might have it. I'd love to lower the stem, I'm not going to be able to. Now it's just a matter of trying to get the saddle right. I'm kind of thinking the saddle might be a little bit too low. Saddle can come up a little bit more. I think that pretty much solves just about all the fit issues that I had with this thing. But you know how you go into a project like, I'm just gonna work at it for like an hour. I'm not gonna mess with it too much. I don't want to get into this too deep. But I can't help but feel like the stem on this and the stem on that just might need to make a quick swap. Okay, that's that. I'm just gonna call it at this point. This is the end of this Tinker Tuesday, simply because I have a feeling if I keep going, I don't know. I'll just take parts from everything that I own and start putting it into this that I can't even ride right now. Anyway, if this is the first Tinker Tuesday you've ever watched, I apologize. Generally, they're better than this. Go check out the rest of the playlist. If you want to support the channel, check out the Patreon, the Teespring link, or any Amazon links below. All of it helps. Thanks. See you. I'm in love with you.